estate. And you know how they say real estate without trust cannot work. So today we're going to be talking to someone that is very pivotal in the real estate world. One of the biggest. You cannot talk about real estate without mentioning his name or the impact he has done for not just Nigerian real estate, but real estate in Africa as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody join me. Let's welcome Dr. Tosin Olatujoye. I hope I got that correctly. And he's the CEO of Zylus Group. He's our guest right here. Welcome. Is it correct?
Yeah,
I tried.
you try.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Really good to have you,
Like,
on the show today. But quickly, let me just icebreakers. How was your morning? What do you normally do in the morning?
in the morning, exercise first. Then I always like to take my breakfast before leaving the house.
Okay.
So,
And what's your best thing to eat for breakfast?
I do most time oats. Oats, yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yes, yeah.
So, definitely we're going to go into you because I know you have a background from insurance and you're doing real estate. But before we even do that, I want you to tell me, we're talking about building trust in real estate. And over a period of time, your company has done that. When you talk about Zylus, you talk about credibility, you talk about the fact that you say what you can do and you deliver what you say you would deliver. How would you explain the journey? How has it been like for you?
All right. So, real estate in Nigeria is one of the gold mine that is still yet untapped.
Okay.
And when you talk about real estate, you have to match it up with trust.
True.
Because real estate is about trust, because most of the people that buy into real estate products are from diaspora. So majority of them, let's say about 80 to 85% of people buying into real estate are majorly diaspora. And your level of trust has to be top notch in dealing with them, because if you look at real estate generally, you see that there are a lot of people that are doing all sort of things just for money's sake. But for us, we make sure that we set our priority rightly, and integrity is one of the key core value we have in our organization. So real estate is about trust. You must have that trust. You must ensure that everything you say, you do it. Do your allocation rightly at the right time, and ensure that you buy good property. Ensure that when you promise people their land, you give them their land.
And over a period of time, we've seen what you've done with your company. We've seen the remarkable, jobs you've done for your company. But I want you to tell me, you're coming from a background of insurance, okay? Is that there's no money in that sector? Why the switch? When did you know you want to do the switch to real estate? What was that thing that prompted you that, I can make it good in real estate?
All right. So, when it comes to insurance is about providing value to people.
Yeah.
So, and I worked in an insurance company for 13 years
Wow.
of my life, and everything I do is providing value to people. But at a point, in life, you want to do your own thing and set up your own thing as time goes on. And, I decided to go further to start a business.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do business that would definitely be giving value to people the same way insurance has been giving value to people.
Yeah.
So I did a SWOT analysis. I get someone to walk me through together on SWOT analysis. And I was able to decide that I'll be going to, running a real estate business. And if we look at it, insurance and real estate is a different thing entirely.
Totally.
So I developed passion for the business, which is the real estate.
So when did you develop passion for real estate? What was it? There must be one thing that happened.
So one thing is that I've seen a lot of people saying that I don't have passion for this, I have passion for this. I will just sit down and just be smiling.
Yeah.
Because I feel that sincerely, passion is not inside of us. Passion is what you develop. So immediately I switched to real estate, I begin to grow passion in real estate. So everything that come my way about real estate, I always like to read about it. I talk to people. I learn a lot from them. And I grew knowledge in the real estate business.
So you learned on the job?
I learned on the job.
Wow. And how you say it has been like for you? For someone that didn't really have a background, you did your research and everything. How would you say it has been like for you handling such a company in a country like Nigeria?
All right. So when we talk about background, we've seen a lot of people that does not, maybe have a particular background in a particular field doing different thing entirely, and they're doing it well.
Well, sure.
Like yesterday, I was listening to news, and I see someone that study on engineering, and the person is into finance. So it's not about your career. It's not about career. It's not about what you have in terms of your certification and all that. It's about you wanting to do something. When you want to achieve anything and your mind is connected to it, definitely you achieve it.
You achieve it.
Yeah.
But still narrowing it down to the fact that we're talking about trust in real estate. You know, ever since you all are the gurus in real estate, if I would say,
God is a good.
I will say, and we have a lot of young people that are coming up right now. Most people want to do real estate because they've seen that it's very lucrative. You can make money from it, and they do not come in with the values of, you know, I have to, you know, have integrity. People have to trust me. They just get into it for, you know, the money aspects. They sign one deal, and we've heard stories of real estate companies that have packed up, you know, because of fraudulent things. As a real estate person, what would you say about this? And also the fact that there's an influx. A lot of people want to do real estate now, but are they doing it the right way? And are they tarnishing the image of those of you that, you know, are doing it upright?
Okay, so for people that are coming into real estate and the people that are still very young in the real estate industry, and I want to say that majority of them come to do the business without probably knowing the full details about it. The only thing they can see is the money, and they are not seeing the other parts of the business, because real estate too is very, very challenging.
Yeah.
You may be doing something right, and the whole thing will just turn to something bad as time goes on. So, but for the fact that you have a mindset of doing the right thing and having integrity in the business, you, even if you encounter challenges in the business, you know how to manage the situation and still do things rightly. And looking at the entry points to real estate, you know, is very, very minimal for you to come into real estate. But at the same time, the same real estate that is good can actually also destroy you.
Yeah.
If we didn't do it rightly. And it's about your decision. Any decision you take, anything you want to do, you have to ask first, how will this favor my clients? Because in Zylus Group International, our first priority is our subscribers. The second priority is our sales force, before we even talk about ourselves as a company. So in making decision, we'll look at it that how will this decision affect our subscribers, our clients. Then we talk about our sales force, then we talk about ourselves. So it's about who is behind the brand. Some people just want to come into the real estate, take money from people and run away.
Run away. We've seen that thing.
Which is very, very bad. For us, it is not our plan.
The plan.
Yeah.
But, you know, we've also seen an influx of people that will say that to sell is not easy. So that's why they will just take in any opportunity that they have. And for you, you have closed a lot of deals. Like, I can start mentioning the amount of deals that they have closed.
I'm sure you have all the figures.
Because there are a lot, because they are too much, so I can't even remember. But for somebody like you, that I don't want to say it's easy, because of course there are challenges and all of that, but people find it like it's so difficult to sell. So the moment they have to sell, whether it's good or bad, they are just taking it. But for you, have you been able to manage with the fact of also closing like really, really mega deals?
All right, so, you know,
still maintaining trust, like people still trust the Zylus brand.
Yes, you know, everything I do in insurance is sales. And sales is like you know, you are doing something that you like to do.
Yeah.
So for me, sales is part of me. I know for you to make sales, you have to influence people to buy.
Sure.
So you need to understand the techniques. You need to understand the sales strategy that you need to put in place to influence people to buy your product. So what makes me different from you? We may have the same product beside each other.
Yeah.
But the strategy I will put in place to sell the product is the knowledge I have that you don't have. So the sales will come in for me, and the sales may not come in for you, and you'll be feeling you're not making sales.
And
So it's about strategy. So it depends. I spend more time strategizing than the field work. So when you sit down, you think, you strategize, what can I do to influence people to buy my product? What can I do to influence the sales force to sell the product So when you put the two together, it's going to be sales for you.
Yeah. But
So
now,
that's-
I like the fact that you mentioned strategy. For you, what would you say has been that key strategy for you? I know that sometimes you may not want to say it because, but what would you say? I know there are a lot, so I just want you to tell me one that you think has been able to sustain not just
Yes,
for the brand as well.
when it comes to strategy is something that does not end.
And true.
It's something you need to start doing. If I should start talking about strategy from the beginning of the business till now, maybe we will not close in this case. So to summarize it, it's just for you to think of something that you can use to influence people's decision to buy from you.
Okay.
And from the sales angle, think of something that you can, use to motivate your sales force to sell the product.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's it.
if you were to talk to a young person that wanted to go into real estate and the person is asking for, sorry, I'm drilling him right now, and the person is asking for that one strategy, like you have done it all, what would be that thing that you tell the person? That's someone that wants to go into real estate.
Okay, so in terms of sales, right?
In terms of sales.
So sales will not be difficult if you sell rightly.
Okay.
So the first thing I will say is that buy product rightly. Don't buy products that is not in a good location, because it's possible you want to sell and your product is not in good location.
Strategy.
So it will be hard for you to sell no matter the strategy you put in place. So the first thing is that the strategy to selling will definitely start from you buying a product in a very good location. And in Zylus, we decided one day that we're not going to be buying product inside, because we know what it takes us to sell. The first product we launched to the markets, Prosperity Garden. I'm sure some people will know the product.
Yeah.
It was really a hard time selling, despite all the all the strategy put in place.
Right.
But when you sell products that you know that it is in a right location, you will sell. Then apart from right location,